About 2.5 years ago, my 23-year-old son committed suicide, ending his own life. Hi, my name is Dr. Michael J. Duckett, and the unbelievable story you're about to hear is 100% true. He didn't do it because he was psychotic or because he was addicted to some sort of drugs or alcohol. It happened because he was extremely depressed, causing me to fall into my own deep depression because of my grief. As time went on, my brain began to degenerate from the depression. An early stage of a severe memory condition, which at that time hadn't been diagnosed, caused me to become panicked and confused, coming home that day to find my son laying lifeless next to a 12-gauge shotgun. Was one of the most disturbing and horrifying experiences in my life. Something that still gives me nightmares to this day. And it's also what sent me on a completely unforeseen 2-year-long journey through the darkest depths of the multi-billion-dollar corporate medicine universe. A journey that opened my eyes to the disturbing, destructive, greedy, and eventually lethal practices of the pharmaceutical companies, and that would eventually lead to the discovery of a completely natural, 100% effective way that supports the healthy aging process related to memory, no matter whether the one suffering was in the very late stages of such a disease, at initial onset, or simply at risk of age-related memory loss.
Please click on the link below the video to watch the full content, if you are interested.
It's a method created with the help of extensive research by some of the greatest minds in the field of neuroscience. It's already proven to be effective, and all it takes is the destruction of a simple toxic chemical in your brain, something that, until lately, was not very well understood by the scientific world, but that has now been identified as the leading cause of almost all memory-related issues. Now, in the following 5 minutes, I'll tell you exactly what this memory-destroying neuroagent is. I'll give you all of the research to support my claims, and I'll even show you the simple, inexpensive steps you can take right now to protect your brain health. But if you're ready to see just how simple it is for you, your parents, your grandparents, or any other loved one to manage your memory conditions and other memory-related illnesses, it's extremely important that you do follow along with me to the very end. Because even as you watch this, Big Pharma wants to take this presentation off the internet, and they're horrified of what will happen if you find out what I'm about to share with you inside this video. Of course, honestly, they should be frightened. They'll lose billions of dollars if you and I can work together to spread this message to our friends and family. In fact, they're already starting to take a huge loss, now that many Americans just like you have used this presentation to learn the truth about memory-related conditions while acquiring the clear details of how they can completely manage the symptoms of those effects. They don't want there to be more people out there saying things like, "When I first learned about the Super Memory Formula program and it worked to manage the symptoms of memory conditions, I was in complete disbelief. I thought to myself that if something was this incredible, I would have definitely heard about it before." After watching your presentation, though, and seeing all the scientific backing this program has, I eventually thought about it again and decided to let my grandfather give this a try. He's been diagnosed with a severe memory condition for several years now. Well, Dr. Michael J. Duckett, I really can't believe how it's helped him manage his symptoms. He doesn't repeat himself anymore or tells the same stories again and again. He's also unbelievably smart and focused and can remember conversations we had days, weeks, and even months ago with crystal clear precision. It's given my family our grandfather back, and I'll be forever thankful for it. Brian S. of Grand Rapids, Michigan. 6 months ago, I was told by doctors I had an early onset of a severe memory condition, and even though it wasn't affecting my daily activities yet, I was still really worried of losing my memory, forgetting everything, and having to rely on someone else to take care of me. My brother recommended the Super Memory Formula program to me, and I really had nothing to lose by using it. I can't thank God enough I did. My memory is sharp and I feel great. I'm not showing any signs of my memory condition anymore, and my doctor even reversed his diagnosis, saying I'm no longer even at risk of memory conditions. This is amazing. I can't thank you enough. Fred Cunningham of Tampa, Florida. One of the most difficult things I've ever experienced in life is watching my husband suffer from memory loss. It wasn't bad at first, but over the years it progressively got worse. It was so bad he wasn't able to think on his own. It was really scary watching him go through this. He just wasn't the same person, and we were scared he was going to put his life in danger by making the wrong decisions. We were almost left with no choice but to move him to assisted living. That's before I found your Super Memory Formula program. Within a week of David, my husband, following it, things have completely changed. I feel like my husband is back and has a second chance in life. I honestly feel like someone turned back the clock to almost 20 years ago. He knows who I am. His funny personality is back. We can have long conversation now that he actually remembers. And the best part, we're in the process of moving him out of assisted living. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Lisa R. of Spokane, Washington. Those are just a few of the real-life stories from people just like you who have already used the Super Memory Formula program I'm about to share with you.
Please click on the link below the video to watch the full content. If you are interested,